hard to believe that last stream for as long as it does.
Still on the first lot.
Which I got, jumping in when last time.
Yes.
Thank you, man.
Obey your master. Master of puppets. Right then. Come on. Can you switch it over to the other one?
Yeah.
Thank you. Enough. Alright. We're live, right?
Are you ready?
I think we are ready, and I'm pretty sure we're live.
Yeah. You're right.
Do we have any delay?
Getting video output low still for some other fucking goddamn piece of shit. Which I don't understand because we don't have slow internet. Like,
Unless we're playing
But-
D&D.
I mean, we should have many times over what this requires. One thing that might help is to turn your device's Wi-Fi off. Maybe it's just too much devices connected and it's eating up bandwidth. Sorry?
Oh, I like the keys.
Oh, okay.
Mine is on, but I think I need that on top camera.
Yes, yes. I don't mean
Alright.
I have another person joining us. Oh, sorry, Mack. You okay? Yeah.
So it's weird how that works. Only at 1 o'clock, you actually
Alright, so I have no idea why our video output is low. I just don't even fucking understand. But whatever, fuck it. I mean, as long as it's like decent on your end, Cameron, and if it's not decent on your end, you let us know.
Yeah, hold on, shut up.
Yeah.
We'll take that as a yes.
Yes, I can definitely do that for you.
Stick a baguette in your French pastry hole. I'll be right back.
I mean, if you insist.
What is it, Joe?
You wrote my character's name wrong.
I did?
Yeah, you wrote Darium.
Is that not your name?
It's Adrik.
Oh shit. I'm thinking of the other thing. Huh? Oops. I'm channeling Darium today. Just erase it.
Well, I can if you want, but things will burn. Because he's such a memorable character.
I've never seen my phone without the case. Look at it. Look at it.
I'll channel my inner pyromaniac.
Not used to it. Being so thin. If that doesn't work, I don't know what to type. I guess this is like my parents. I guess so. My parents have the same one, but it works on iPhones and Androids and shit. I don't understand why it's not working. Alright, I do that for nothing. I'm sorry. It's really weird. Did it say it worked properly or all? I mean, I don't remember, but I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, it's a new charter.
I got a charger identical to that, my iPhone, and it worked for a while. But it's like, you don't have the right,
it's not.
but if you don't have the right cable with it, it doesn't charge out from the door.
It's so weird.
You gotta have a cable to charge an iPhone.
It works. Yeah, we'll light up. And then that pops up.
It's so weird.
Did I leave my uniform order in the car?
Yes, you did. You can wear mine.
What is that?
It should be hanging up where
Right
the
there.
other one was. Oh, no, not hanging up under it, please.
In here, man.
Sorry. Apparently I don't know what I'm talking about, Felicia.
Alright. Now it's on, folks.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
It's a... Huh? It's on like Donkey Kong.
Alright. Are we good to go?
I think so.
Anybody
Yep.
need anything? Finally, hopefully, possibly, perhapsly, technically.
Alright.
Good.
Likely bones. Alright. Back.
Because baby got back.
Are you saying about me?
Yeah, Mack. Are you saying that about her?
No, I'm just saying things in general.
How dare you speak of my voluminous booty that way? You're accurate, but...
do. I'm gonna take someone who's
Specialized in cases. But where is the
someone out.
You did some work on that map.
Did it?
It's killer.
Looking outside.
Okay, so that's 2 speeds, hyper fuck fast, and barely work. Oh, there we go. Normal speed. Alright, so, anybody need to recap as to where we left off?
The underneath our thing, we were fighting, we were in that door,
We were in the leftmost area.
and we were continuing exploring.
And we just finished fighting the dudes that were.
Yes, you had just dispatched foes in this room right here.
Killed.
One for a second here.
You know, out of all the ones that I sent you, I only saved one. I only saved this one. That's the only one I saved. Mister. Let me not.
That's only recently. Okay. Always possible. So what?
I was gonna ask if your work girlfriend messaged you on Facebook yet.
Okay.
Sorry for you, babe.
Well, she just wants me to go over to them.
Doesn't even flirt.
Good? Alright. So, everybody should have.
What?
Everybody should have the, like, damage you've taken, spells that you've used. Those do not get replenished until you take a long rest. So, if your hit points got altered, I don't think that you were hurt.
No, I don't think
Chris.
I know I wasn't.
Okay, so if anybody was hurt, then they need to
it's only other sheet.
keep track. Well, I mean, it was like what, 3 points?
It was
maybe?
definitely
Yeah,
It's something small, so we're gonna roll it. So you had fought. It was just a minor skirmish. You are in a room that has a couple torches on the wall, but the light's pretty dim. To the south end, there is stacks of what looks like wine casks, and in the corner there's a pile of skulls. To the north is a door, and it seems to have some kind of relief up above it. And the door itself is made out of stone and looks like it slides to the side. There's a small window in it where there's bars looking through to the other side. What do you do?
I'm gonna go check out the door.
Alright.
I'm gonna check out the pile of bones.
Okay. So first, do I have a list of skills for names? That would be really good because I do not have them remembered yet.
You can write it down if you want to.
I thought I wrote them down on something. I don't know what one there. Gonna find out maybe probably. I think I had a scrap piece of paper or something, but.
Ow.
legibly write their real name, their character name, and your race, so that I will not screw that up in the future. Please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Alright, so, Callie walks over to the door. She notices that there is no, like, keyhole or, like, lever to open the door. But above it, there is a relief. There is what look like monks to the left and right carrying goblets. And in the center is a relief of a monk extending a goblet outward. And right above it, an inscription reads, "Fill my cup, brother."
Okay.
Over at the bones, where Minotaur.
Balgraff.
Ball. Just
Ball.
Ball. That's fine.
Bald.
Yeah.
Okay. Bald, you walk over to the pile of skulls. What do you do?
I just start scattering them, looking for something in them.
Okay. Hidden in some of the skulls, you hear coins clink around, and you manage to find yourself 5 gold pieces.
Killer.
What do you do?
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna take the goblet and fill it up with wine.
The goblet is made out of stone, and it is part of the relief, so you do not take it out.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to take wine to it and fill it up.
Where are you getting wine from?
The caskets?
I mean, you're making, like, logical, like...
I thought you said they were wine caskets.
Well, it looked like wine caskets. You don't know because you've not investigated.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you said wine, so my mistake.
I did, but you are still assuming information that you don't have.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go over and investigate those.
Alright. You get close, and even over the years, the barrels, while they look like they're in pretty poor condition, can you write cameras on there for me too, please? They seem to be intact, and the fragrance of wine gone sour fills the air. It smells a bit like vinegar. Each of the barrels have a spigot on them. What do you do?
What's a spigot?
Like a kitchen spigot, you spin it and liquid comes out.
Okay.
Usually they're on the side of houses. Faucet would be another word, but spigot's more accurate.
I'm gonna turn one and see what comes out.
Alright, so you just randomly choose one and turn it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I'm still tired.
Excuse me?
I'm still tired.
We're going to say that you're a wolf because that's a much better combat form than what you had. Is that doable? And yes, you can turn into your animal form for, what is it, half your level rounded up. So it would be 2 hours per usage.
I just remember you saying it was best for me to stay in that form.
Well, yeah, because you're a moon druid and you can turn into more powerful animals than other druids.
Okay.
And you only get 2 uses per rest, so if you use this up really quickly, then you're going to be without your main tool.
However, you can take a short rest and recover.
Yes, you can take a short rest.
Well, I didn't really do something. I'm just gonna short rest until we...
Well, you gotta take a short rest as a group,
Yeah.
and anytime that you do... Huh?
I said no.
Okay. Alright, Hero, so you turn a random spigot. So you turn the spigot and nothing you think comes out, but as you like get a better look, you get a face full of noxious fumes that make you give me a Constitution save, please.
Ooh.
It's a barrel full of farts.
Something like that.
21.
21. Alright, so you take 1 point of poison damage, but you are able to shake it off. You know, whatever is in there is pretty bad, so you quickly close the spigot. You kind of get the idea that just turning spigots randomly might not be a great idea.
Okay. Is there...
And anyone else can chime in, too.
I want to try something.
Okay.
I want to go to the stone flask, is it? Or the goblet?
It's a stone goblet.
I want to try pouring some of my holy water, which is pretty much ale.
Okay. So it's about 8 feet in the air, so you have to reach a bit. You like reach around and pour fluid in there. Nothing happens other than like the clink of what sounds like maybe an object inside the cup.
I look in the cup.
Inside is a pretty poorly carved moonstone. It's worth 10 gold pieces, but it's not really what you're looking for. And you really can't look, like, because it's above you, but you could feel around for it. At any rate, nothing happens.
I take the moonstone.
Okay.
Well, after getting poisoned, I'm not too keen about opening any of the other barrels.
Okay.
So,
Well, I mean, like, with any of these situations, just think about what your character would do.
I approach the barrels and shake them individually.
You shake them?
Yes, to listen to them.
So maybe, like, knock on it would be probably better. Like, they're,
Well, if I
they're pretty
shake on
big.
it, I get a feel for the weight and...
Well, they're stacked on top of each other in like a triangle shape, and there's 12 barrels.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna start knocking on barrels, yeah.
Okay. So you knock on barrels, and you come, like, they all sound like they're hollow, until you come to one that gives a nice, hearty, full sound.
I'll pull the spigot.
When you pull the spigot, the doors slide open.
Bang.
Can I scoop up the holy water out of the...
Yeah, that's, well, I mean, that's fine. We'll say that you're not too picky when you're in a dungeon.
Hey, let's have it.
So with a loud grating noise, the doors slide open on each side, and you find beyond there is a hallway that is a T intersection. Looking to the left, you see a hallway going down that has lines of statues on it. Some very strangely dressed people that don't look remotely like each other. And to the right, you see what looks like a little reading area. There's a couple of chairs and a bookshelf and some benches. What do you do?
I suggest we go right.
Okay. So if anyone follows, or I mean, if anyone ever, like, I guess doesn't follow the person's lead, just let me know.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm just going to assume that whomever's taking the point, everybody else kind of follows.
I'm following the big people.
Alright. So, you go over to the little study area. To the left, you see a doorway. On two double doors that look like they are made out of metal. There is a large eye like motif on the doors. The largest of the eyes that look about the size of a person's head. The doors look very, very sturdy. What do you do?
Open them.
You try the door, or wait a minute, you're a wolf.
Oh crap! I am a wolf.
I try
to see if it can open if I push it with my head.
The door does not budge.
Okay. Then I back away and look at everyone else to see what they're gonna do.
Maybe whine a little bit.
A little whine.
So the eye
Does that look like it needs something put into it?
There is a keyhole set in the center of one of the eyes that is in the shape of an eye.
Okay.
I tried the moonstone to see if it fits.
No. It looks like it's built for some kind of large skeleton key, but the stone's not shaped to fit in the hole. The stone's just a stone.
Okay.
I guess I'll start searching through the books.
Okay. Give me a either perception or investigation, please. And anytime anybody does something and others could reasonably join, you're welcome to do so, and you can roll.
While she's looking through books, I'm just gonna give a general sweep of the outside area.
Like what? Like
the border of the room. I'm gonna go around the border of the room, check the walls.
You are currently right here.
Oh, so that's the door we're trying to get in.
Yes, you came from here. You went this way, and now you're here.
What's behind us? Is it books?
There's a little, like, what looks like a study. There's chairs and some bookshelves.
I got a 7 in my perception.
Okay. So just looking through them, the books are, let's see, actually, do you speak Draconic?
No.
Alright, so just looking at the books, most of them are in gibberish. You've seen the language before, and you hear people call it the ancient script. But you can't decipher what any of it means, and it's just books that are bound, some in leather, some in paper, some in vellum. And the leather ones, whenever you handle them, they have like a dusty feel to them that makes your skin crawl.
Wait, what's the language?
Draconic.
I rolled an 11 for investigation. Can I also look at some of these books here?
You can. Do you speak Draconic?
Let me double check.
Okay.
I'm like 90% sure I speak Draconic.
What?
Yes, I speak Draconic.
Okay. So it is books on a lot of different subjects, but mostly history. It's books of history from the time before the Cataclysm, known as the Mana Burn that destroyed most of the world and blew up a planet and knocked its second moon into Earth's orbit. The figures inside have no real significance to you, and even though you speak the language, the writing is so old that it's just mostly a bunch of gibberish to you. They don't really seem too important.
Okay. I was debating whether it was worth trying to take it back with us to to maybe try and sell when we get to the big city, but if it looks like it's mostly gibberish, I won't worry about it then.
Yeah, I generally will, like, kind of let you know if there's a book that seems like it's interesting, but sometimes a book is a book.
That's fair. Okay. In that case, I guess I'll just save one of them and take it with me just in case maybe some weird person really wants it for a collector's piece, but otherwise, I'll just leave the rest where they are.
You said the area is like a study, correct?
Yes.
So between the two chairs, there would be like a little end table, right?
There is a bookshelf between them and across the hall.
I want to look at the bookshelf between the two chairs.
Okay.
Is that perception or?
Yeah, it would be perception or investigation.
I'm going to...
16 perception?
They are just books that if you don't speak Draconic, you don't know how to read them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, they just seem pretty, they talk about a history so ancient that it just doesn't really matter anymore, except to maybe the most devoted of collectors. By the way, Cameron, you just scooped one up that said the ramifications of World War II, Axis versus Allies, although the title means nothing to you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look around and wait for everyone to figure out what we're gonna do, because being a wolf in my wolfy form, I can't really do too much, so I'm just gonna sit and kind of cry.
Well, I mean, sometimes there's nothing to do, and
considering what we're looking at, and there's a key to the one door that we're looking at, and the books don't really reveal anything extra. I feel like we should move on.
I say we move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Onward.
So you can return back down the hall and take a left to go into the door that has the relief, or you can go down the hallway with the statues on either side.
I vote hallway.
Yeah.
Alright. So somebody roll me a d6, please. And you'll learn what these are.
2.
2? Okay.
Whenever it says D and the number next to it is the size of the dice. So it's a 6-sided die.
So you walk down the hall. It's lit with torches on both sides. That you're not really sure how or why they are burning after sitting down here for a very, very long time. But on each side there is statues of people that... The main theme is that they look scared. They are wearing various different outfits that you're not familiar with, but they all look terrified. And they are all human. At the end of the hall there is a large basin, and there is a what looks like a relief of a demon with a hole where its mouth should be. And there is a door to the left that is made out of metal with a small slit so that you can see through.
Before we even go through the hallway,
Tried to keep their eye to the hole and get stabbed out, I wonder.
You first.
You look through the slit and you really can't see a lot, but then you're slightly alarmed when whatever was blocking your vision moves.
I'm
Well,
just
that's
gonna look
lovely.
forward and point and have my tail perched.
Once they move, you see the back end of a room where there is a fireplace that looks surprisingly warm and cozy in this dark, desolate, sandy dungeon.
I'm walking to the fireplace.
The door's locked.
Oh,
You walk into the door.
I walk into the door.
Wolf bashes into the door.
And I.
So you said there's a demon statue at the end of the hallway?
There is a demon relief up above a pretty large basin that is about waist high. And it has a hole where its mouth is, but the basin's dry.
Okay.
That's for somebody with
I want to study
That's
the
what I'm
statues more closely.
Callie backs away.
Okay. For the statues, give me your investigation or perception, which is pretty much a theme for investigating things with your eyeballs or your brain.
18
Only
perception.
means that
18.
Yes.
The statues are very well done. They could almost, you're reminded of the story of a creature called the Medusa that can turn people into stone. They are of that level of detail where they could look almost realistic, but you're just not quite sure.
The clothing on the statues is the clothing or the outfits they're in is that stone too?
Yes. Out of game, you would recognize them as like modern day outfits, roughly. There's a woman wearing God damn it, Muslim style dress.
Burkas.
Yeah, burqa. There is a man wearing a military fatigues. There is a girl wearing a pink dress. Pretty basic stuff, but the outfits look pretty alien to someone who's never seen clothing like that before.
Well, upon seeing the open mouth, Callie is going to take a deep breath and put her hand inside of it.
Alright, so you reach in and you get up to about the elbow, get in the hole, and you feel something that's kind of hard and kind of slimy.
Yuck. I'm gonna try and pull my hand back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sniff your hand.
Your hand, well, if you sniff her hand smells like rotting flesh.
And that's what I'm gonna realize.
Yeah. Okay, so nothing else happened but that?
Well, I mean, you just pull your hand out.
You didn't grab it.
Oh, I had to grab it. You're not grabbing it. Okay, so I'll stick my hand back there and try and grab it.
Okay. So, it's slippery and feels something's peeling off of it. But finally you find what feels like a hole that you can slip a finger in and you pull pretty hard. And with a you pull out a rotting human head covered in maggots.
Oh!
And right immediately behind it, water starts flowing out of the hole, but it's like kind of brackish and foul smelling. And it starts to fill the basin.
Okay, so I'm going to like throw the head down and I'm going to ask for some holy water.
Oh, I totally forgot, and I apologize, this is my bad, but you can probably see on the screen, therefore I mention it. On that wall, bless you, beside all this, there is an inscription stating, "Hands stained with blood shall not enter the sanctum."
Dang.
So, the basin is filling up with a kind of dark-colored, foul-smelling water.
Mm-hmm.
What do you all do?